Hello, and thank you for tuning in. My name is John Allen, and I'm the owner of BIIG Inspections, Broker and Investors Inspection Group. What we're going to be talking about today is the big difference between the new inspection form and the previous inspection form that we utilize. And as the creator of the original inspection template, I must admit that it fell way short of the mark as far as the quality chart was concerned. After writing several corrective action reports to our clients, I soon realized that I needed their valuable input. I spoke with several seasoned property managers and NARPA members in the Dallas and Fort Worth area and soon learned where our inspection template fell short in their eyes. Let me show you what we did to improve the product, allowing us to provide a greater protection to not only you but your customers as well. First and foremost, the date and timestamp up here in the upper left-hand corner. This is auto-populated. This is an auto-populated feature offered by Microsoft, and we were utilizing it. But basically, what it did, it was kind of misleading because this would auto-populate every time you opened up this form. So the inspector could actually perform the inspection on a Saturday, not do the inspection report on a Monday or a Tuesday, and that was the date that would show up there. So it was really raised some eyebrows and some concerns. And actually, a year later, you could open up that same Microsoft document if you saved this, and it would auto-populate it to that date. And it was really misleading and like I said, raised some concerns. So what we did to correct that was we took that feature out, and then we make our inspectors manually populate that. But now, this date right here must coincide with the date timestamp on the picture as well, because all of our BIIG inspectors are required to use identical cameras, and those cameras must provide a date stamp as well as a time stamp. And so that eliminated that problem there. Another concern that was raised was that there was no disclaimer between a certified field inspector and that of a professional licensed TREC inspector. So we provided that as well right up here at the very beginning of the report, and then again at the very end of the report. We wanted there to be no doubt in anyone's mind that this report is not to be used in lieu of a TREC inspection report. So we went ahead and solved that problem as well. Another issue that was raised, and rightfully so, I recognized it the minute it was mentioned to me, is that we had one template that covered all of the various reports that we offered at that time before we were BIIG Inspections. So we had one report that would cover the initial inspection, the transitional inspection, the periodic inspection, or any other inspection that might have been ordered for that matter. And we realized that there's a huge difference between a periodic inspection and a move-in and exit inspection. With a periodic inspection or a lease renewal, you have the tenant still living in the property, so you don't have full access to all of the closet areas, the attic area, and the drawers and the appliances. So that really mandates that you have a special template or inspection format for just that, which we do. And I'll go ahead and cover those right now. The initial inspection report template that we utilize is actually 41 pages long, and it allows up to 145 pictures. The move-in and move-out inspection template form that we utilize also is 41 pages long and allows up to 145 photos, because we know we can now open up all the appliances, open up the closets, open up all the drawers, and we want to document the conditions of those. And then the periodic inspection, we did increase that as well. And so it is now 33 pages versus the 20 pages, and it allows up to 113 photos instead of the 70 photos that the previous one had. And then we also offer the code and safety inspection, which is a 5-page report that allows up to 15 pictures. And a lot of the people here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area utilize that over the periodic inspection report just because of the cost savings, and they're still getting a photo of every room in the house to include the front yard and the backyard at a fraction of the cost of a periodic inspection. Another thing, the old report did not list the number of bedrooms or bathrooms that the inspector was to document. Well, as you can see, there's nothing here, but on the new report, we actually list that there's 4 bedrooms here and there's 2 bathrooms. Now, when our inspectors get their schedules, we've already documented how many bedrooms there are and how many bathrooms, and they have to go out there and confirm that, and their confirmation is right here. If those 2 don't match up and if the pictures aren't in place, we've got some serious issues, and we'll get to the bottom of that ASAP. Another issue that we had with the old report, if you look over here, observed, unobserved, and see additional pictures. I'm not sure what unobserved means. I don't know what we were thinking when we came up with that term, but what we actually came up with over here to give a better performance, basically, is observed, not present, and needs further evaluation. Basically, see the additional photos. So observed means that the inspector did see it. Not observed, possibly the inspector did not have access to it because of furniture. Possibly the inspector blinked. And then not present, he actually looked for it, couldn't find it. There was no smoke alarm or smoke detector present. And then needs further evaluation. And then the old report also only allowed for 13 checkpoints, with an additional 14th as other, whatever other means. Well, we realize now that our property managers here said, no, this is what we want. We want you to look for the visible address, which is missing over here. We want you to look for satellite dishes, which was missing over here. And we want you to look for safety issues that concern trampolines, above ground swimming pool, in-ground swimming pool, play equipment, broken glass, things of that nature. So they wanted all of that documented as well. So we went ahead and added those on. So now we're up to 16 checkpoints here versus the 13 and the other. The other major concern was that there's only 9 photos on the old report over here. Only 9 photos of the exterior of the property. Now that I think back on it, wow, what a mistake that was. You can't really document the exterior of a property with 9 photos. So we've increased that up to 19. So let's go ahead and take a look at the 19 photos that we're presently taking. On the exterior of the house, what we're going to do is we're going to start across the street. We're going to take a picture of the street and the overall property to include the curbs and the sidewalks. We're going to step in a little bit closer. We're going to take a picture of the front of the house to include the yard all the way up to the roof line. Then we're going to step in a little bit closer and take a picture of the address. Now remember those emergency responders. If there's a medical or another type of emergency at this property, we want them to be able to locate the property. Then we're going to step to the side of the house that does not have the gate and take a picture of that, documenting whether there's any debris or any issues over there. Then we'll step over to the side of the house that has the gate and document that as well. Then we'll step up to the gate and we'll go ahead and document the gate, making sure that the gate is fully functional, it's latching, and if there's a swimming pool, that it is self-closing and opens to away from the pool. Then we'll go ahead and take a picture of the fence line itself, documenting any damages. Then we'll step to the back of the house or the back of the property and take a picture of the back of the house to include the yard. Then we'll go ahead and take a picture of the yard to include any bare spots, weeds, or just the overall condition of the yard. Then we'll step in and take a picture of the decking and or porch area to include the back door, and we'll document the findings there. Then we'll go ahead and take a picture of the air conditioner to make sure that there's plenty of circulation and to make sure that the fins are not damaged and it's allowing for proper circulation. Then we'll take a picture of the driveway and document the driveway. Now we will not call out oil stains and or transmission stains. We will call out fluid stains, and we'll utilize red arrows to on anything that we want to really call your attention to. Then we'll go ahead and document the garage door if present, which you can see there. And scrolling on down, because we're not done yet, we'll go ahead and take a picture and document the condition of the front porch to include any trip hazards. Then we'll take a picture of the back door to include all the casing, and we'll look for water rot here and or damage to the door itself and or locking mechanism. Then we'll go ahead and we have additional spots here for pictures 16, 17, 18, and 19 to go ahead and document any signs of pets, satellite dishes, trip hazards, drainage issues, vegetation touching the house, broken windows, missing screens, above ground swimming pools, and or play equipment. These are the steps we've taken to improve our inspection format for y'all. Then you can also see that we put all of these comments in there. If you have any questions, please give us a call or email us. So thank you and have a great day. Bye.